While psychology in general studies the mind, emotions, and behavior, dark psychology focuses on the use of manipulation tactics to persuade, deceive, and control others. You may not be aware of it, but there are many dark psychology tactics that you run into every day. They're designed to take advantage of your weaknesses and manipulate you into doing things you wouldn't normally do. In this video, we explore the science of dark psychology and how it affects our behavior in our lives. We look at some of the most common manipulation tactics people use to influence and control others to make it easier to recognize when someone might be using them on you. 1. Reverse psychology. Reverse psychology can be a powerful tool for getting people to do things they don't want to do or even thinks they know they shouldn't do. It's not always easy to spot reverse psychology in action. It's when someone says something that seems to oppose their real intention. The person may even see it in an overly serious tone, as if to convey that they are not actually trying to get you to do whatever it is they want you to do. This technique is used in many situations, but it's most commonly found in parenting, where parents employ reverse psychology as part of their disciplinary procedures. 2. Love bombing. They use this tactic to get the other person emotionally dependent on them. As a result, the victim feels indebted and is less likely to question the manipulator's motives or behaviors later on. It's most commonly used in romantic relationships and friendships, but it can happen in any situation where one person feels like they need the other person to make them happy or feel good about themselves. It's easy to get swept up in this kind of attention. After all, we all want people to notice us, but it can be harmful in the long run. 3. Persuasion and authority. Persuasion involves using convincing arguments or appeals in order to change someone's opinion or behavior. Politicians tend to use persuasive arguments to convince people to vote for them. Big brands often use celebrity endorsements as a form of persuasion as well by partnering with a well-known celebrity. A company can create a sense of trust and credibility in their product. The celebrity's public image also creates a sense of desirability and exclusivity, making people more likely to purchase the product. Authority, on the other hand, involves using a position of power or influence to manipulate someone into doing something. 4. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation refers to the use of deception and the exploitation of emotions as a way to get someone to do something that they wouldn't normally do. The strategy is to make the person feel guilty, sad, ashamed, or afraid in order to get them to comply. For example, the manipulator plays the victim to get sympathy and gain favor, or they may scare and manipulate others into a desired action or belief by exaggerating, distorting, or fabricating facts. They might even use emotional blackmail. Another form of emotional manipulation is making someone feel like they're obligated to do something. It's not too hard to fall victim to this type of manipulation because it can be subtle. But once you know what signs to look for, it will be easier to avoid falling for it. 5. Choice restrictions. Choice restriction is a tactic in which someone limits another's choices in order to manipulate them into doing what they want. The idea behind this tactic is that if someone has fewer options, it's easier to convince them to pick one. For example, a salesperson may only offer 2 options for a car that meets your budget and requirements. This way, it's easier for them to help you decide as opposed to overwhelming you with, say, 6 options to choose from. In other situations, this manipulation tactic can be more dangerous, like withholding information or resources to limit someone's decision-making ability, or even setting up a situation where someone has to choose between 2 equally unappealing options. 6. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic in which someone makes you question your sanity or reality. It is often used to make you doubt your own thoughts, feelings, or memories in order to make you more susceptible to the manipulator's desires. It can happen in many different scenarios. For example, it might be used by an abusive spouse who tries to convince their partner that their thoughts and feelings aren't valid. It can also happen within an organization when a boss' actions make employees question whether they are being treated fairly. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.